everyone, this is Nicola here from the Mental Illness and Family blog. Hope everybody is well. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about what to do if somebody discloses worries about their mental health to you. So I wrote a little blog post about how to broach the subject of mental health and mental illness with others. And this is, I suppose, just a little follow-on piece about what to do if you broach that topic and then the person confirms that yes, they actually are having concerns about their mental health or they think they are showing symptoms of mental illness. So I suppose the first thing to bear in mind is we have one mouth and two ears and they're to be used in that order. So bear in mind that this person is being really vulnerable and really brave, discussing something very, very personal with you. So it's important to show that you're listening. Show that this is a very important conversation that you're very invested in. And how do you do that? You keep your mouth shut for the most part. You show signs of active listening, you nod, you make eye contact, you give physical reassurance if that's appropriate. You might put your hand on their shoulder or their arm if they would appreciate that, and reflect back what they're saying. So show that you're listening, show that it's important. I think it's really key to provide reassurance in these conversations as well. I think it's Brene Brown talks about the concept of a vulnerability hangover, which is such a nice way to put it. I think we've all experienced the sensation of sharing something very vulnerable and then having feelings of regret or embarrassment afterwards. So to avoid that for the other person, tell them at the end of the conversation that they were really brave to talk to you, they did the right thing, and you're there to speak anytime that they want to. And follow up too, whether you give them a phone call or a text later in the week and say, listen, I just wanted to say I've been thinking about what you said. I wanted to check in and see how you're doing. The next thing to remember is that you're not this person's mental health professional and you're not expected to be. It wouldn't be appropriate for you to take on that role. You are not expected to know everything about mental illness. Your role is to listen, to be supportive, and to help that person access appropriate supports if they want your help in that area. If you know about supports in your area, you can tell the person about them. If you have accessed supports yourself in the past, you might choose to share that story to give the person reassurance and encouragement to seek support. But you yourself are not to take the role of the mental health professional. It's very important as well to remember your own self-care after these conversations. It can be very heavy and very distressing to learn that somebody you love is experiencing symptoms of a mental illness. So think about how you might debrief after that conversation. Do you have your own therapist or mental health professional that you could book a session with to chat about this? Are there different forums that you could go to online for people who are in the same situation that you could speak, obviously protecting the anonymity of your friend or your family member in the conversation, but could you connect in that way? So those are all things to consider. I'm really interested to know about how you have handled these conversations in the past. Have you any tips that you'd like to pass on for somebody whose loved one is coming to the realization that maybe there's something going on with their mental health? Please leave them in the comments if so, because the more we all share our information and our experiences, the better it is. Thank you so much for listening. I've been Nicola from the Mental Illness and the Family blog. Bye.